Ho, ho, ho.
I'm gonna call John down. Can we all just beat this shit out of him real quick?
There we go. Her testicles are 10 times as big as mine.
This is the fucking worst story I've ever heard.
You're punch this guy in the back of the head for 15 minutes.
Swollen hands, swollen eyes, swollen balls. Okay, it works. Those are real.
Eli, he's Jewish, okay?
Meanwhile,
Dude, we're Christmas.
it's
Merry
What happened to my
Christmas.
hat?
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Cut the fucking gimmick off. You tried to go halfway
Here,
with
that's
the
what I said.
yarmulke
I
thing.
told you. Here. I'll switch. I'll wear the beat up one.
These have sizes. So this is medium. You have
Mine is
us.
fucked up, man.
Here, that's a large.
No, this is medium.
Well, this is a large.
Yeah, this is a yarmulke.
large.
Look.
Dude, we
Yeah,
got these from
see?
Walmart. We're gonna get fucking lice.
Yeah, we got them from Walmart.
Are they
We're
supposed
not-
to sit right
I
on
love
top of your head?
watching
I don't know.
Walmart videos.
Dude, we were just talking about
People
people
at
at Walmart. You remember that website, People at Walmart?
Yeah.
There, we're Christmassy, guys.
We did it.
Ho, ho, ho.
Whoa.
Can you say ho on the internet?
I think so.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm Jewish.
That's
That's my go-to.
I can. I'm Jewish. And on that note, welcome to another episode of Unsubscribe. Cody, get her going.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Unsubscribed Podcast. I'm joined today by Eli, Double Tap, Mr. Tim Kennedy, and Bill Goldberg. I don't know what we're doing. We're just
this
like,
is
hey,
a,
this was a spur of the moment type thing.
Now, what's up, everyone? We actually decided to do this as a just a Merry Christmas to everyone that's going to be by themselves or alone on that day or having a harder holiday. So this is just a surprise for all you beautiful people out there. These fine gentlemen decided to sign up. They were like, veterans, no. And I was like, but come on, guys. And they're like, fine. And then they showed
Why'd you look at me when you said that? It's fucking horrible.
No, they all wanted to come out, give some Christmas cheer and holiday. Cody covered down, we all covered down. So Merry Christmas, everyone. This is a surprise.
Hanukkah's over, so I'm free.
Yeah, right? When does Hanukkah end? I don't know. Oh, you're a terrible Jew.
I know. I'm wearing a fucking
Like,
Christmas
I don't know
hat,
if I can
right?
be on this episode.
This is going to be awesome. And we're off.
And we're full send
The air.
right out the gate. Hey,
How much of it was recorded before you started doing the intro?
right when Bud Light was brought. I'm joking.
Because it was,
When we dropped the slurs,
It was
there's
after.
a lot of cameras over there, and I didn't know how much. Like, are we going to jail or just getting kicked off all social media?
It's all social. Your career's dead.
And we're
but
going to
you'll
jail,
be
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Just everyone's canceled after this episode.
Are those pushable buttons? Because that is a fun.
No, Tim, that's the audio.
Tim wants to
Don't
touch
push
everything.
buttons,
Yeah.
Tim.
You're already like, is that a sword? Are those pushable buttons?
Sword. There's another sword over there.
Why you
I've had one of those for 2 years. I still don't know how to use it.
Do you even know what this is?
The Roadcaster.
I can read too.
Fucker. I can't read from here, but I'm just saying, yeah, I got one. I have one. I just don't know how to use it.
Pro 2.
Yeah, the Procaster too.
Yeah,
Guys,
Pro.
first off, thank you
Says-
guys. Thank you guys for showing up today. I'm so excited to see you. We got to have a fantastic sushi dinner with Mr. Bill. Last week he had
Oh,
the
it was
worst
such a
luck.
memorable experience. Yeah, thank God it wasn't
happened,
hibachi.
Bill?
Like, were there parasites? Was
No,
there...
I had to stop and get gas about 5 minutes out. I unfortunately had a nozzle that wasn't working properly, and I extracted it from the truck, and it was going still on full blast, and I got myself from head to toe basically with gas, and walked in the restaurant and was wondering why people were staring at me.
The restaurant is the size of this right here.
Yeah, it was
It's like he walked in.
horrible.
Everyone's like, what the fuck?
Gasoline strong. Have you seen that video of the old man? He's filling his truck up, and that van pulls up, and they're trying to either kidnap him or just assault him. And he
Didn't
just
he spray it on?
yeah,
he
he
just
just pulls
sprays
out.
him
And he's like, and then he sticks it in the window.
Great job, dude, because it works.
Dude, that was amazing. Yeah.
I did it to myself.
He walked in and I thought he was making up. He was like, "Late, it spilled gas on myself. I'm so sorry." It's like this mother, and it's like, "Oh God, oh I'm high." Yeah, Bill, what the fuck?
I was not fabricating that story. It was
No.
horrible.
And he sat there like a champ for 2 hours of dinner and drinks.
The waitresses were like champs because it was brutal. I won't reenact that.
Was the sushi good though?
Sushi was fantastic.
You've been to?
No.
You haven't had.
No, the only
any of
times I come down here is to shoot things, to hang out with you guys. That's it.
Well, we'll have to take you to that. Why am I spacing?
Don't
the
say
name?
it unless they
Oh,
pay
yeah,
for
never
the
mind.
episode.
Yeah, sponsor this.
That's right.
No,
Like
we-
they sponsor the podcast.
Can you imagine?
That's probably the funniest joke of the whole night, right there. Oh my God! If they only
this
knew.
one-off sushi restaurant just sponsors us. But no, it's wonderful. It's right here at the Rim in San Antonio.
I'm
It's
in.
some of the best sushi I've ever had. Bill told me about it.
Matt Carricker told me about it.
Yeah.
I love the Rim. The right off 1604
Yep.
military base that I had drilled at for a really long time. That was like the go-to delicious food. And if you want to feel like bougie, like be a total posh guy, you're just covered in all the disgusting things that you get at Camp Bullis, and you go over there and everybody looks at you like you don't belong. And I love it.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
The Rim is nice, guys. If you don't know the Rim, it is where it's nice, as you said. It's a bougie area where if you own a Ford, it will get stolen
Yep.
or robbed every time. How many times have you been broken into there?
14 times.
Are you
in my truck.
serious?
Yeah.
This is not an exaggeration.
So Brandon is like 9 times now, and they stole his truck.
Why don't you just hide in the back and start having some fun?
That's what I'm saying. We were talking about doing a video like that.
No,
doing
now
like
that
a-
you've
a
done that,
sting
they
thing.
can't do that.
We can just
we can
delete
hide
that.
in the back.
Yeah, we can.
You can. Oh, look, Santa.
Someone's got to hide in the back.
This entire thought just gave me an erection. Now I have an erection. The thought of just
Do you guys want to go grab Brandon's truck and beat the shit out of some thieves?
blast.
Yes.
This is our
there's some
holiday
really-
spirit.
Shows recording us with baseball bats. Just like-
Why'd they put Jingle All the Way on the front of this and just hard cut to them beating the shit out of people for an hour and a half?
I can see it now.
That's like San Francisco level car break-ins, though.
That's bad, dude. Yeah,
Sorry, I'm sorry.
they just know. They know that F-150s especially, you can just pop the handle and
Yeah.
open them up, and the alarm doesn't even go off. So it's fucking.
You hear that, everybody?
Don't get an F-150.
He's not joking. Have you like my favorite was Cody walked in to check something at the bowling alley. They broke into your car in that 5-minute window. You walked out. I came up, and the cops were pulling over. Old white guy walked up. He's like, "Hey, Ford." He's like, "They opened the door, no alarm." He's like, "Yeah, how'd you know?" He's like, "Yeah, it's a known factor. I work for Ford. I'm one of the higher ups. We're just never going to do anything about it."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it would cost too much to fucking actually
with Dodge.
recall and do it. So.
I thought they were the most stolen vehicle.
I
They're
know.
gonna Hellcats.
F-150s, dude.
That thing is brutal. They just because there's no alarm that goes off. It's like a screwdriver or whatever. You just pop it.
The alarm is on the grill. You can just reach in through the grill and pull the alarm cable. It's just a plug-in. You don't even have to cut it. You just unplug it.
Take notes.
And then screwdriver on the driver's side
This
door.
makes me angry.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking lame.
This
I like
episode.
just and justice, and when you hear things of injustice, and you're just like, I have to fix this.
Let's
so
do the
I'm
the
in.
Sting video with me.
Can we do this?
Yeah, I've been talking to the local San Antonio police. It would be fun.
Just
I mean, I don't think it would be breaking any laws.
Like we can't like man trapping is legal in Texas, but we can't
No. we go and park a Ford, and we have coincidentally a bunch of cameras that are,
every direction.
and then
What we were thinking is because they always go after guns, is we take a replica gun and just put like an Apple AirTag in it and
Yeah.
just track where they go and work with the police to.
you seen the guy that
as much
the porch pirates were taking all this stuff off of his
I'd rather
porch,
just shoot him.
and he started putting tracking devices.
Yeah, Mark Rober. Is
Yeah,
that
that's right.
him.
Yep.
Yeah,
We could do that with guns, but I also
kills them.
Bring it with dog shit.
explodes.
Make it explode when they grab it.
That's what he was doing. He was taking fart spray and like
fart spray and
around.
glitter.
I like
fantastic.
yours is just like, no, I want dog shit that explodes. Like an actual Tannerite explosion of dog shit.
Well, why
Like their
not?
windows blow.
If you're gonna go, then go.
yeah, go hard. Like we run hard in the paint.
Just saying.
Why do something half-ass if you can go full ass?
God, we get charged for making a fucking chemical biological IED with dog shit because Bill thought it was funny. Well, we're all terrorists now, Bill. This is great.
He gets away because he's Jewish, as he said. He's like, "Man, I'm Jewish."
My
I don't
go-to
think-
excuse.
The Jews are not getting away with anything these days. That's the opposite of what's happening right now. They're just randomly being assaulted on any form of public transportation.
Please, come fucking assault me. I am
Yeah.
begging you.
Could
Why
you
pick
assault
on the
Bill?
little motherfuckers? Come after me.
No, they only want unarmed civilians in tiny little villages.
Soft targets.
Yeah.
You're not exactly a soft target, Bill. You're a very scary target.
Oh, I mean, you know,
He is intimidating.
for my whole existence, man. You know, I mean, everybody thinks that everybody's all the Jewish people are the small, you know, people that keep to themselves, and they're accountants and they're lawyers, they're whatever. Man.
They're also those things.
They are, but they're also me, right? So I mean, pick on one of me. That's all I'm saying. That's
No, they won't. Cowards and bullies, even though we want to bring bullies back,
I know.
they never go after the strong ones. Yeah.
Yet. So you guys had just met. It was an amazing experience. It was probably one of my highlights at range day because I had Bill. He's like, "Eli, what? You know Tim?" I'm like, what? Don't trust me. Giant white man.
You
I put
jumped
my
into
hands
action.
up. I threw my wall.
You jumped into action like nobody I've ever seen, dude. I can't thank you enough. I mean, that was cool. I appreciate it.
It was
very
thankfully easy to narrow you down because you had a douchebag helicopter.
Yeah.
much. Oh yeah, that was simple.
I got some
That was
Where's
simple.
Tim at?
shit.
The helicopter.
Fucking Tim texted me the day before. Can I bring a helicopter? Yes, Tim, you can bring a helicopter.
That worked
I
out
thought
really
I was
well.
going
though.
to meet Elvis
cool.
or something.
It was really fucking
And
cool.
then
though.
Shane was embarrassed because that's like his commuter helicopter, one of his many, and he's like, I didn't know there's gonna be that many people. I would have brought a bougie helicopter, and I was like,
Oh my god!
Oh, thank God.
yeah,
You never hear the fucking end of it.
so much worse.
Brought his commuter helicopter.
Yeah.
Thank
It is just
God.
weird. He won't drive.
Yeah, he just flies this helicopter.
Yeah, he won't drive, and I think we're better off for it.
Okay.
He's not made to be behind a wheel.
He's a scary
He's
driver.
one of those guys, you know.
Dude, it was you pulled up. I don't know if any of you seen some of the not Instagram or the influencers that were taking. They took pictures of you landing, and then they took video. It was a video of you landing, and then it was not you. You couldn't see who's landing the helicopter, and then another shot of them walking away from the helicopter,
nice.
like they were in the
Yeah.
vehicle. There was multiple people
I'm all
that
about
did
that.
that.
It's good for them.
Exactly.
Thank you, Shane. Thank
You
you.
glad you did that?
Yeah, I made it home to my kids getting out of school in time. Thank you. I love you. Yeah,
that's fucking awesome.
What was that? There was a guy like wearing a VR drone headset, and Shane had already spun up,
I heard this story.
Oh yeah, we saw that about to happen.
and the rudder washes. Like it creates instability as it's starting to build those RPMs. It starts sucking and pushing, and it's very unpredictable, like how that's going to work. Shooting through rudder wash is hard, and this guy's going to fly a drone in between the ground and the rotors. And
Please tell me it ate it.
oh, well, it had
Tim
one of those
ate them
rotors
first.
hit. We're talking like a $200,000-$300,000 fix because each one of those is, $100,000,
Scientifically engineered.
and then you have to replace them both. And that helicopter's stuck there, so you either have to bring a mechanic there, or you have to pack that thing up and drive it to the helicopter aviation mechanics. And this guy didn't care. He just cared about his shot. So I'm like, whose drone is? And I turn around, this guy's wearing the nerdiest shit, and he's like totally in it. It's like, hey, don't fucking hit this helicopter. And he's still like in the zone, and he can't hear. I mean, he can hear me, but obviously he's like exclusion of any sensors besides what he's trying to do, which is destroy Shane's helicopter. And I run up there and I start screaming at him. And I was like, don't bust my buddy's helicopter who did me a favor to bring me down here. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, we heard this story.
Yeah. I didn't hear that part. I heard did you see that fucking idiot fly that drone near the helicopter?
I
It's like,
heard
this guy-
that. It's like, yeah, Tim lit him up. Like that was the story of the conversation. It's like, yeah, Tim, you laid into that. I was like, there we go. Yeah.
There we go.
It was a good time though. That
Tim's a
range was
spicy
great.
one.
And then introducing you guys, I was like, oh look, this is cute. Now kiss.
Kid.
Yeah.
Kiss.
No kid.
We didn't get that part filmed.
No, we
but
missed that.
it's all good.
That's next time.
There was a
That's
wild
next
group
episode.
of people. You had
I like how you can you really encompass all of that with just wild?
From the Chuck Liddells and the Huna DeSantos, and
I forgot about them. Holy shit.
so they're over there telling stories back to beginning of bare knuckle fights in Brazil, and they had friends when Chuck had to fight Pele down in Brazil, which was there were no rules. You couldn't eye gouge. That's it, actually.
So you could still soccer kick.
That's it.
Actually, I think that's it. And DeSantos knew some of the people that were cornering Pele when Chuck fought this dude for like 30 minutes straight. It's one of the most epic, brutal fights ever. Nobody's ever two guys that then become epic, famous fighters. But that fight in Brazil went on. And listening to these two legends tell stories, I'm just like, this is. And then you walk up.
I
I'm
was
like,
the same
fuck
way.
it! Best day ever! Best day ever!
But I went right to Chuck, and I had met who was the other guy that was with him?
Huna DeSantos.
Yeah, I had met him at his first UFC fight down at Miramar because we did a deal for the troops down there.
Yeah, you're tough.
And those dudes, and I had just seen Chuck in England this summer, and the stories from Chuck are fucking absolutely epic. I mean, I told you about some of the stories because I remember Pride when I used to go over there because Pride used to own the wrestling company called Hustle One. So I used to wrestle for their sister company, but they'd cross promote during Boombaye, which was at New Year's Eve. And I was there when Sap powerbombed Nogueira and when Randleman, I kind of pulled those guys out of it. No, I can't go into that story.
Why?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you
This
can.
is like 30 years
They
ago.
were.
this now.
This is a long time ago, and
Then they're fine with it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not worried about them. I don't give a fuck about them.
Statute of limitations does not apply.
Yeah,
We're talking about
had
like
this.
Japan
We had the
stories.
same agent, and I may have had to pull them out of a strip club at like 2:30 in the
nobody's
morning
surprised.
the night before Randleman knocked Krokop out.
These guys were fighting before. They were drinking and doing strip clubs the night of a fucking pro fight.
I've
in
known
Pride.
Chuck for 30 years.
In front of 100,000 people.
the things I could tell you that Chuck did the night before fights. There's
Yeah,
no
these
way.
are,
we all
these are
know
the ones I
that.
can tell. These are the ones I can tell.
Yeah.
I think we all, fighters are fighters.
Oh.
They go in the ring, they beat the shit out of their livers right before in their bodies, and they're like, now it's time for
It was
my
just
brain.
it was just so much different back then,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it was awesome.
Dark ages. It was
fucking
fighting.
Krokop asked me to come train with him in Croatia, and I looked at him like he had a dick growing out of his forehead. There's no fucking way I
But he
would have
was
gone over
serious.
there. He was completely serious.
Hey, listen, we kill some communists,
And then we train.
we kill some radicals, and
Do
then
some cardio.
Do some cardio, and then you put on some stripy shorts. No, we kick people.
We stretch.
Yeah,
We
stretch.
That's when it was like a video game, you know? It was like a video game. Everybody represented their own discipline, and it was as stereotypical as you could ever get. But it was fucking awesome.
Those are the stories. Like we were deep diving into those. Like during dinner, it was. Pride. I didn't know you were such a huge Pride fan. That's where I grew up. I loved Pride back in the day. I was like, oh, Sakuraba, the Gracie Hunter, all that, and then Vanderlei Silva. I mean, literally everyone during that.
I was
era
there
so brutal.
commentating one time, or guest commentating with Rutan and Morrow.
Holy shit.
And I
Nobody
was
lives
there, and they had me commentate for Fry's fight against LeBanner. And I had like bad sushi the night before, so I ran to the bathroom, and by the time I came back, the bell rang, and LeBanner ran across and didn't let Fry out of the corner, remember? It was completely different time.
You have a Don Fry voice, by the way.
Do I? Oh, do I?
It's
It was
tough.
I was in like a movie with Fry, C.T. Fletcher, and Ron Jeremy. I mean, throw that one in a bag and see what you fucking get.
Yeah, what movie was that, Bill?
Exactly. It wasn't a Ron Jeremy movie, but it was an
think it
absolutely
was.
ridiculous fucking movie. But it was an interesting group of people. Let's just say.
the Two Towers, Lord of the Rings. Won some awards.
I threw that one out there as bait for you guys. Go ahead. As I open my second beer.
Good. But yeah, like Tim, this leads into the questions I have. We're going to go to some military stuff later because I want your guys' craziest on it's almost like your craziest fight sequence or something leading up to a fight. And then also that story of, hey, yeah, I traveled and this happened overseas during one of your events or something like that. Because I know, Bill, you have already some of the craziest ones. It's just your day-to-day activity, and you're one of the greatest storytellers I've met. So we were just like watching and listening the other night.
For that.
Damn, Skippy,
Thank
that's
you,
what I
man.
did.
I mean, it's not a spectacular story, but I remember filming.
Longest yard.
No, it wasn't The Longest Yard. It was with Steve Martin and Brandon Fraser. It was a Disney movie. It was a far departure from the criminal I usually play, but I had to wrestle in Japan, and I had to fly from LA to San Fran to meet my opponent, which was Rick Steiner. And we got on a plane together, flew from there to Tokyo, got off a plane in Tokyo, jumped on a helicopter, flew to Osaka, landed, got in a van, changed clothes in the van, got to the venue, and frickin' wrestled and flew home the next day. I mean, there's not a lot of sexiness in that story, but I mean, it was just kind of how we did things back then.
It was just like back to back, no stop. And that was how many days a week you would do a lot of your.
Well, I mean, the trips to Japan were few and far between, but when you did them, you'd either go and stay for a period of time to where you adjust to the jet lag, or you'd go back before the jet lag even hit you, right? I'm sure you're used to stuff like that, but those were the days. Traveling to Japan was unbelievable.
Because that was like
wrestling there was unreal.
it's just such a huge. A lot of people don't realize the level that pro wrestling is huge in America. Pro wrestling is also fucking massive in Japan, and then those dudes also fight. Like Pride fighters are like, oh, I was a pro wrestler. Also, I do Pride at that time, and now whatever.
And you brought it up. Sakuraba was probably the best example of that. Yeah. I mean, he was God in both. And what they revere wrestlers, it's unbelievable. I mean, Bob Sapp. Yeah. We were having Sapp conversations the other day. I'm not going to talk about the commercial where he acted like a monkey, and I didn't understand, how he could demean himself like that, right? I mean, it's my first trip to Japan. I get up in the morning and I'd look at the commercial, and it's like Bob's sitting in the kitchen, and he's got some kind of a fake wig on, and he's sounding like a chimp, and he's eating a banana, and I'm like, "This is man, are you kidding me?" And I went
Japan,
down.
though. I mean, this is
exactly.
how they roll.
It's exactly how they roll, and I didn't get it right. Yeah. And he went down. He was like, "I'm on over 500 commercials." I'm like, "Damn, no wonder you're doing that, right?" So it's a different culture. I mean, you know more about it than I do, but I love it over there. But they deem wrestling and fighting, kind of equal, and they look at it like it's freaking the top of the echelon. The first time I wrestled there was the Budokan. So for me, it was a huge honor. I mean, I always thought that you could make it in the you knew you made it in the wrestling world when you could go to Japan and compete with the big guys. So
they were revered, as you're saying, like the main staples. I forget some of their names, like those original Japanese wrestlers that are like the best ones. Like Tanaka, I think, is one of them. But they were like held at such a high prestige.
Muda's the guy. I mean, that was a dream of mine to be his tag team partner over there in Japan, and I got to take part in that. It was cool. It was very
rad. I didn't know it was so big in Japan, like wrestling world.
Huge.
What is it? Like with most warrior societies, when you look at Russia and all the stands, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, where they're really now pumping out some of the best collegiate
fighters, on
the planet.
Wrestlers and fighters.
Japan has such a rich, vibrant culture aligned with the warrior society that like they worship these attributes and they bow to people like
Well,
this.
look at sumo, right? I mean, I would imagine it all came from sumo.
Sumo, but like sumo, bushido, like the samurai. It's that hand down of like, hey, here's the top people in this class.
It's just a way of life too.
We love these individuals. Get it, Tim.
Tim's grabbing a sword.
Oh, the fake ones.
I knew you were grabbing a sword.
You said so.
I was like the plastic ones. You're like, oh, this is lame. There's a big one in the garage. You won't lift it. You can't lift it.
Lame.
Oh, we should get that on the BTS though.
I know. We'll have it. Yeah,
trying
that'll
to
be
lift
after
the-
both of them try to pick up the fucking Buster sword. It's
If you ever come up to Austin, I have this war wall in my office, and they're not plastic. And everything in there has bloodied something, and like there's a World War I bayonet, like legit bayonet, and there's Matt Best gave me this like I don't even know this murder hatchet, and it's this like thing that's this big. It's
The one that cut the pig?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
Oh, I know.
salivating.
Yeah.
So it's a cleaver that's like this big, and you could chop an entire pig in half with it.
You can.
And we did.
I need to bring out the sword I got with your buddy too on Knife or Death. I had one of those guys make me one. It was a big freaking hatchet looking cleaver / death machine.
I want to see it.
It's I should have brought it,
Dude, what if
Let's do it.
instead of a range day, we set up like hang some pigs and we all just go out there with swords and just.
Well, we shoot them too. I mean, why waste?
Yeah, I mean, shoot them
shoot
too.
them
but,
first
like,
and then cut them in half.
We sound like psychopaths right now. It's like, Merry Christmas. What are you doing? We're eating fucking pigs. We're doing our karate practice on it.
So what's the,
I'm Jewish. I'm
swords.
not supposed to eat pork. I
what's
screwed up
the
again.
meme now? It's like dudes will look at this and say, "Hell yeah!" It's like they're hearing this on Christmas, and it's like, yeah, we would probably do the same
We'd
thing.
show
That
up.
would-
So we're
that would
gonna
be
hang
really
a bunch
fun.
of things. We're gonna shoot them, blow them up, stab them, and cut them. We're in. I'm in.
Just typical fucking Tuesday for us.
Grand
sounds
Thumb's like my
fantastic.
favorite. I don't know where he comes up with recreating video game drops, but he always has that recreation of the human ballistic gel.
Yeah.
And
We have 2 of those.
Yeah, him and Brandon have been slaying that lately.
they're all day
Because
long.
Brandon does the political assassinations, and then Garan does like the video game type
Yeah, I
stuff.
would,
and it's-
Grant's hilarious.
He's hilarious. I also watch those videos all day long in the background when I'm trying to work. I put it up here so I can focus on it because I can't focus on a thing unless something else is happening. And it's usually a Grand Thumb blowing something up, and it's lovely.
You've met Mike, right?
Yeah.
You've met Mike yet?
He's the best.
Yeah, when we were selling guns at Apache.
Oh, fuck yes. I forgot about that. Holy shit.
That was a great time, man. That was my introduction to fucking Bernie and the people around here. It was great.
that line
It
was.
was awesome.
That's where
Had
I
a
learned.
great time.
I learned how to sign an autograph from you that day. Because I would like, if I do it, I would do this and it would get stuck. And then you're like, Eli, what the fuck? And he just like signed it. I was like,
Why do you touch me?
oh my God. Sorry. I'll just moan like that every time you grab it.
Oh, so he just tried to pull it tight and then get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The you know,
Yeah.
the boop.
Got it.
You pull the shirt tight. It fucking works every time. I never knew that trick. I'm assuming you've signed more shirts than anyone knows.
What's the raddest thing you've ever signed?
Forehead of a baby.
Okay, that's cool.
So you did from the movie with the
Sign
campaign.
my baby.
Yeah. Oh wait, was it the campaign or was it Ricky Bobby?
That sounds like
it was
Ricky Bobby.
It was Ricky Bobby.
I don't know, but I just did. The guy asked me to do it. And
Permanent marker?
yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that baby
Roy
had to
D.
get
You know who Roy D.
tattooed.
Mercer is?
Roy D.
it's a-
Mercer? Oh,
yeah.
It's an
Yeah.
infamous fucking setup of me.
The old crank collar.
And then he calls my house and saying that I gave his boy nerve. He went to a neurologist because the ink on his forehead seeped through into his brain, and he was going to come down and fucking find me at my house, and I'm just getting heated. I'm going, listen, fucker, here's my address. Bring you in an army. And he goes, I know that wrestling's fake. You're pulling shit out of your tights, and I'm like, this has got to be some kind of a setup.
I remember that.
And it was. I had no idea who Roy D. Mercer was, but
Roy D. Mercer.
That's awesome.
Do you remember Roy
Yeah.
D. Mercer?
Yeah.
I remember
old
that
school,
fucking
man.
prank. Holy shit.
Did you know that the sheath was created in the Iron Age, but the underwear itself was created in the 21st century?
Underwear. Just feel it on your skin. It's so soft.
Don't steal my underwear. Let's take a second to thank our favorite sponsor today, Sheath Underwear, with dual pouch technology. Sheath makes the most comfortable boxer briefs I've ever worn.
So soft.
Did I ever tell you about the time I was in Brazil?
No.
Yeah, I had to make my own underwear out of bamboo.
Like Sheath Underwear's bamboo brand
Wait,
underwear?
that's made out of bamboo?
The softest.
I'm wearing a pair of Sheath underwear as we speak. In fact, every time you see me speak, I'm always wearing Sheath underwear. It's the most comfortable boxer briefs you will ever put on that body.
It's too soft.
Their stretchy fabric is made out of moisture wicking technology.
Moist.
They're super soft and keep everything cool, comfortable, and right in place.
We have bamboo pairs that are perfect for all weather conditions.
One pouch for the twigs, one pouch for the berry.
Twigs?
Wait a second.
Check out the brand new super fast website, sheathunderwear.com, and use code unsubscribe to save 20%.
I would love. Wrestling does have some scripted aspects to it.
Yes.
Then you meet the athletes, and you're like,
They're athletes. They're fucking.
they're and
monsters.
they're not just athletes. A lot of times, like there's big bleed over from real wrestling and real other pugilistic sports. So it's compounded by them being the most massive humans. They're real athletes, and they're also good at violence. So then when like somebody starts getting slick, and I'm sitting here hanging out with like Undertaker in his prime, the man's a mammoth of a man.
He's huge.
And like he'll just be like, and you're dead. Like that's the end of the conversation. So like you're gonna run your mouth to like a 250-pound freak athlete. I mean, give it a whirl. That's a unique take.
Go for it.
Well, my
Coming from you, that's an extreme compliment. I appreciate it. There were a number of dudes. I mean, case in point, 2 tag teams, the Steiner brothers and Ming and Barbarian. Ming was the personal bodyguard for the Prince. Like when he was 15, he went to like sumo school when he was a kid. This dude, there's stories about him taking 30 cops to get him out of a bar in North Carolina after they maced him, and he laughed at everybody and then broke the handcuffs when they cuffed him.
Yeah.
He was with Flair. He used to be Flair's, bodyguard. Right?
What do you do as a police officer? He's like, oh, and you're like, fuck.
You become.
Yeah, he's like, stop resisting.
Yeah, Ming. I mean, the Steiner brothers are 2 of the baddest dudes that I've ever met. I mean, wrestling, pro wrestling, fighting, walking the street. It doesn't.
Hey, Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle.
100%.
Like, these are
but
like-
Ming and Barbarian. Those dudes were over the fucking top. I don't know who else was on that level, but I mean, you guys are gonna love this because I'm gonna admit to dropping someone on their head. But I dropped Ming on his head one time with a power slam. And I had just gotten in the business, and I've got a big fucking heart. So I cared about him and his safety. So I went right in the middle of the match. I'm like on the ground. Fuck, are you okay? And he goes, brother, get the fuck off me. I'm fine. I dropped him right on his fucking head. I mean, he's like 320.
Yeah.
They're just, some guys in that business are the real fucking deal.
Yeah.
I mean, no question. I never got in the ring with Kurt Angle. But I mean, he's just a mini Brock.
Yeah.
Who was extremely successful at what he did in the Olympics, and then you get in there with Brock and you feel the power of that dude.
Yeah.
It's terrifying to hear, like, Kurt Angle, how much did he weigh? Like,
Angle is what, 220?
Yeah.
I mean,
to
he
say,
wasn't-
and that's
wasn't-
why
220,
he's a
230.
mini.
He's
At
my size.
220 pounds. He's a mini. That is absolutely terrifying. That's a mini. I'm microscopic when you.
Yeah, but
compare
Brock's
it
a
to this.
fucking animal.
Yeah, he's 300 pounds.
He's like Overeem was when he was at Pride, right? I mean, he's just
8%
a
body fat.
fucking machine.
Have you seen his daughter?
Yeah, she's a monster.
Yeah, what an athlete.
Yeah, she's an unbelievable
Is she
athlete.
huge
Following in
too?
his
Yeah. Yes.
shot putter,
Breaking records.
breaking records.
Every which way. And she's doing it. I don't want to disparage. It looks effortless. And when somebody does something that's really, really hard and it makes it look effortless, that just means they're just fucking good.
They're a monster, yeah.
And she is just talented.
It's really cool to
Jocko's
see
daughter,
that.
another one. Have you
Yeah,
seen
I
Jocko's
don't know
daughter.
Jocko's daughter.
Their boyfriend's really good at cleaning.
He better be really good at fucking everything.
Whatever you want. honey. Don't hurt me.
She looks just like Brock too. I mean, Brock's daughter.
Does she have the tattoo?
But I don't know Jocko's daughter.
The daughter's walking around with the knife.
Probably doesn't have that tattoo.
I don't know. I'm not gonna ask.
Actually, she probably. Yeah. Sorry, Brock.
No, I do.
She probably does, but you're never gonna see it. Is all what I was gonna say.
I'm not gonna see it.
I don't want to see
Imagine her
it.
taking a shock put and like just putting it through
Right
your
through
chest.
your chest.
Yeah.
That's all. That's her move.
Scary.
How fast? I mean, so a cannonball. What are we talking like feet per second?
I mean, those are like
it's
fucking
a-
500 feet per second. It's still
It's a
killing
Mortal
everything.
Combat.
I love it.
fatality.
Yeah, no, that is
shot
Mortal
put.
Kombat.
Are we talking like? Is it gonna go? I mean, is it gonna go
steel
into
ball.
you?
That would be cool.
It's just gonna shatter.
I mean, it'd be cool if
everything.
it did. You know.
I would say
we need to
no,
know
but
this.
it would sure fucking hurt.
Yeah, we need one of those people like it's like, okay, a shot put travels at this many feet per second.
We need a ballistic gel dummy.
This is what we need.
We have a video coming out soonish once it gets finished.
At what point does a projectile of like this size go into somebody's body?
Well, so we did a very
video.
big sword.
Cannonball? Obviously, it will.
Oh yeah. I mean that's
Paintball
cooking.
speed?
Yeah.
Paintball
Yeah,
speed.
it will.
Like
Metal.
300 feet per second of paintball.
Yeah.
Well, with if it's weighing
300 feet per
fucking,
second? Yeah, that is gonna
20
go into-
pounds. A 20-pound object will punch through a fuck ton of shit at any speed.
Take it right off.
Can I be here for this when you shoot this?
Oh,
Hey,
please.
we should
In
probably
one
do
day-
this.
You can do it at my house again.
We go to the rim in a truck, and
Some
then
collabs happen.
Boom.
we go to the rim.
yeah, we're setting up a day here.
We set up a Ford.
Yeah, Ford F-150, a white one with a gun in it, with like trunk monkeys, and there could be a bunch of us.
Yeah, dude. We're having
You
a
just
violence
leave
day.
me in a trunk, and you just have the thing where like you push the button twice and the truck opens, and there's like me and like 6 of our friends, and we all just like pop up. I would love that.
Just
I
me
love
and
this
you.
idea.
Okay, that's
I'm in.
We're having a violence day.
Let's fucking go.
we need a fast guy though.
Oh yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm not fast.
What's fast?
Eli?
I don't know,
I
like
can be fast. I'm getting arrested
Uh,
first.
Char-
They're gonna look at
I'm
me
getting
like,
arrested first. No, it's a
Mexican
slow
kid.
old guy.
we all look up at the lawyer. We're like, "Are we good on here?"
Yeah, Jake,
Like,
we good?
eh?
As long as you don't intend to harm them, you're good.
No intent
I'm out.
whatsoever. Yeah,
No,
I'm
just
Chocolate.
What's the point then?
save our vehicles.
I was a sub 4 miler, so you can.
that's
I
fast.
just like somebody breaking in a
And there
window.
won't be any violence.
Zero violence.
No violence.
And then cannonballs just assault their bodies at the movie
Are we
theater
combining the
parking lot.
videos?
Goo, 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 goo. It's like,
I was
oh,
thinking
no.
separate, but a hybrid works.
Like, fuck.
Hybrid works.
Tim,
Yes.
what is one of your crazy stories from your travels and your escapades in the UFC? And then we'll go to the military one.
Oh, I'll give you two.
That's not classified.
Yes,
No, tell the classified ones. We like
yeah.
those way more.
two. So I fought in Florida, and it was an 8-man tournament. Pride rules, bare knuckle.
Nice.
Can we give a break? So a lot of people, we discussed this last time. It was, a lot of people don't realize this. Some of these tournaments, it's pride rules. You are fighting multiple people in a weekend.
There's
or
not many
in a
people
night.
In a
alive
night.
that remember that, but
Yeah.
that's how that was.
That's how it was.
That was the fuck. That was
Yeah.
how. That was only the way it was.
Chuck cornered me in my first 8-man tournament under Pride rules. Matt Hughes was a ref.
Oh my god!
And Chuck whisks me away into a broom closet, super glues my eyes shut, and hides me from the athletic commission, or the version of the athletic commission, because we're fighting on an Indian reservation.
Come here, I'm gonna get to her.
And I'm sitting in a broom closet for like 15 minutes while this other fight happens, and he opens the door. He's like, "You're on. Go beat this guy's ass for the championship." But so in Florida, a bare knuckle fight, pride rules, and there's no weight classes, open weight classes. And I fight the last dude, and he just mowed through. He's like this gigantic Cuban Samoan, Florida brown dude.
Dude, no weight class?
No weight classes.
Jesus.
And
Fuck,
so I shoot a single on him. He sprawls hard, and I remember like being stretched out like this, and being like, "This is gonna be the longest 15 minutes of my life." As this 300-pound guy's on top of me. So like I throw by, do a sit out to the side, run around behind him, and I punch this guy in the back of the head for 15 minutes. And but my hands were so swollen that I couldn't close them or move them at the end of this fight. So the next day, they take me to a pier. They stick me in an inner tube. They put coolers in these 2 other inner tubes that they duct tape to my inner tube, and then they tie me to a pier. And I just have my hands sitting in these 2 coolers of ice they just keep me feeding. These girls keep bringing me booze to try to like deal with the pain of
Your broken
of my.
fucking
They weren't broken; they were just swollen. So that was one terrible night. Another one was another bare knuckle series in New Orleans, and I figure out that they have this scheme where they keep on finding these frat bros to agree to do a fight in the bar next door to the bar that they're. So like these 2 tough guys are at the bar. A frat kid comes in and he just wants to see beads and titties. And he comes in and like picks a fight. And they go, wait, before you guys fight, just come next door. And they go beat but they're selling tickets to the fight next door.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sitting here watching this all go down. Like, I've been a bouncer, I've been a professional fighter now for a bunch of years. Like, also raised off of the Chuck and the Gan McGee's and the Scott Adams and the Eric. So like, this is my world, and I'm seeing what we would do happen in New Orleans. And I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm down for this. So I go over and I shoulder check this first dude, and they're like, hey, you. Wait a sec, sounds soft here. And I was like, let's fucking go, motherfucker. So we go, and I just start tearing through these dudes. I think I fight 5, 6, 7 times that night. And I'm just going through their dudes, and I'm getting $100, $200 a fight. Well, I'm there for work. I'm supposed to show up on Monday in a polo at a trade show, and my hands, again, are swollen closed, or like swollen, and one of my eyes is swollen closed, and I show up, and my boss is just like Gary Cobble. I was at a police officer and military law enforcement trade show. Like the shot show is called Trexpo East.
I just like you just walked up and you're like, hey,
Tim's
here. Don't shake my hand, it hurts.
In the car that I had parked on the street was a bunch of prototype weapons that I had driven in for the trade show that I parked on Bourbon Street so I could go and do these bare knuckle fights and take the cash and then take these guns to the trade show over the weekend. And Gary was really disappointed.
Tim, you had a full-time job at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're just fighting dudes for $200 on the low down. Just beating.
It was not on the lowdown. It was,
No, it was in the
I was
front.
not smart enough for it to be on the lowdown.
I just like you were like, this is a business opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm
Not gonna miss. Not gonna
pass
miss.
up on.
It was unjust. They were doing an unjust act.
It was unjust.
And I had to make it just.
I see how you work now. I love it. I love it.
You fucked their whole scheme to pieces, man.
just unjust. Look, this is fucking sucked. I fucking
Then the bartender, she's super cute, and I was like, I tore through all these dudes. That sounded weird.
That's
Anyway.
really okay.
Yeah.
Go
Is this the Ron Jeremy
next.
shoot, or-
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
He ran a train through all these dudes.
I'm like, I have to be on work on Monday, and she's like, well, you can stay at my place. I was like, yeah, and she meant like stay on her floor, not in anywhere. So I slept on the floor of this bartender's apartment and then showed up to work on Monday. So what I thought.
Swollen hands, swollen eyes, swollen balls.
Yeah.
It's just the worst.
I really envisioned this going differently. And then I was just a loser.
Yeah, because you're like, I'm awesome. I beat all these dudes up. And then she's like, no, there's the floor.
Yeah, there's the floor. Enjoy. I have no ice for you either. And hopefully your boss doesn't fire you tomorrow.
You take your shirt off, you look, what's up, head?
Thanks.
You look like a Mongol.
But here's a hot pocket.
To all the young men out there,
Ninja Star.
it never goes how you think it's going to go. That's
It rarely does.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's life in general.
But even worse as a young man,
Oh, dude, it's so
from like
heartbreaking.
16 to 26, just accept
Rejection.
that you're an idiot.
You're a fucking retard.
Yeah. 100% retarded.
There's like no questions asked. That is my most retarded phase of life was
Yeah.
just.
We're still trying to get over Brandon's
Yeah, I came out of it like
retardism
35.
right now.
35. I'm still trying to kick out of mine. I'm here
I know.
In
We're
a
so,
in a Santa hat.
so
Jesus
sorry about
Christ. What happened to me? I used to be somebody.
Bill's looking
And
at
now-
his life right now. He's reflecting. He's like, the Tokyo Dome.
What in the hell?
Now I got Japanese anime swords next to me.
Bernie.
Ho, 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 gentlemen. Get ready to jingle and deck your balls this holiday season with our friends over at MANSCAPED. The leaders in below-the-waist grooming have just launched their Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. But I like to call it a small gift for your big package. Featuring Santa's #1 helper, the Lawnmower 5.0. Manscaped guarantees that you'll be stuffing more than stockings this season. Let your ornament shine. That's balls. Let your balls shine. And enjoy 20% off if you head over to manscaped.com and use code UNSUB. Mrs. Claus will thank you. Thank cute. The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is a one-stop shop for holiday gifting perfection. I love it because I never nick my twig and berries. Take care of those chestnuts with Manscaped's Boxers 2.0, featuring their signature jewel pouch to keep you calm, cool, and collected. Manscaped has you covered with their new Shears 3.0 nail grooming kit. Get 20% off and free shipping if you use code UNSUB at manscaped.com. Give the gift of Manscaped this holiday season.
Bernie's pretty awesome though.
Bernie
It's pretty
is
cool, man.
unbelievable.
There's a really nice skate shop there that everyone should visit and buy things from.
What's it called?
50 skate
like
shop.
ice skating.
Have you seen my skateboard shop?
I have seen it.
I moved it to Bernie, so it's
That is
behind Black
awesome.
Rifle now.
Yeah.
I just like
I follow you on the social media, so like, I've seen your stuff.
Oh, you're
It's pretty
sweet.
awesome. I don't skateboard.
If you're any of your kids want skateboards or anything, like, let me know.
We in Central Coast where I grew up, there was like 5 cliques, and the skateboarders, the BMX motocross guys, the like athlete jocks, then the smart kids, and then the farmer ranchers. I was in the latter category, and we didn't get along with any of the other ones, but the ones that were the furthest from us and I like overall beliefs and philosophy would be the skateboarders. Yeah.
Well, it's gone full circle now. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Skate culture
Yeah.
has
100%.
is not what we believe
No.
whatsoever.
No.
It's kind of weird because they were like, fuck the government, like, fuck this, fuck them. But now they're like, yeah, we'll comply with everything.
What happened?
I have no idea.
I
dude.
want the skaters from the 80s to come back and be skaters now, where
Yeah.
it's like, no, don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
I will
Yep.
not comply. I will resist at every opportunity just because you told me what to do. Now I'm like, I have all of those attributes. And I'm like, where are you guys at? And I see them like pushing sand into their own skate parks. And I was like, don't do that. Or allow somebody else to do it. Or you should be fighting them or putting salt in their gas. No, don't do that.
Yeah,
Or
don't do
do
that. Don't do that.
Do that.
No, it's just weird,
Do
man.
not comply.
I think it's Los Angeles culture, man. Like the majority of the big skaters in Los Angeles, they're stuck in that echo chamber, and they started believing, you know,
It's lame. Be a
it's just-
skater.
it's supposed to be counterculture,
Yeah.
and it's not counterculture anymore. And it drives me crazy. And then people hate on me for being a cop who has a skate shop, and it's like I don't like the government.
Be
either.
ungovernable.
Like, yeah.
That's the point of being a
Exactly.
skater.
There's so much thrown out there. I don't even.
Same.
Anyways, we used to fight. The
I'm like,
skaters,
what the heck?
the skaters and the ranchers and like the country bumpkins.
Yeah.
We'd fight. That's what we'd do.
That's what Bill, what was your child? Like, where did you fall? You were a jock.
I was
have a
the
feeling.
son of a obstetrician gynecologist, my father, and my mother was a concert violinist.
Oh my God.
You came from
You're
intelligence.
cultured.
And then look at me. I'm just saying, I got 2 older brothers and an older sister. Oldest brother's 18.
So you're the baby?
Oh, fuck. 18 years older, 16 years older, and 14 years older.
Whoa.
And then me. Yeah, so I was definitely the mistake, but they kept the best for last. But they knew what was coming. They knew what was coming. My 2 older brothers played at University of Minnesota. One of them roomed with Ric Flair during his senior year, and then the other room with Ken Patera. I can't make this shit up. My brothers, to tell you a little bit about them and me, you know, Patera was the first dude to military press 500. My brother basically took a door down with a hatchet trying to get at him. So those were the days when the Goldbergs could be the Goldbergs.
Yeah.
But
I like these Goldbergs.
They were menaces, dude.
I don't think, I picture the parents were like, what did we do wrong? I was the gynecologist. She played violin. They're monsters.
yeah, it was a different deal. My dad was a lacrosse player. He was a flight surgeon.
Oh, fuck yeah.
No, it's
Went to Harvard, went to Hopkins,
So
never made a
he
B in
fixed
his life.
vaginas in the air.
Yes.
That's the only time you looked at him.
No, he didn't do. Yes, the funniest question I ever. The funniest question I ever asked him was like, "What, Dad? What's it like? Like, you know, like you get a hot girl one day, and then you get like a not a hot girl. Like you can't really make a decision. Like, do you choose who you see?" And he goes, "Son, just like drinking a cup of coffee every day. They all look the same to me."
Wow. It's
Not
profound.
possible.
Like, Dad, that's a fucking lie.
How is
First
that?
off.
That is a fucking lie. That is not possible.
And we can all know that
Yes.
that's not true.
100%.
It's not
Dad,
true.
you were a fucking liar, but I loved you. You know, I mean,
That looks like a box of cow tongues. And that one looks like a kid fighting out of it. A play curtain, and I don't know what's
they are
going
not
on.
the same. But yeah,
I think I've told my gyno story, right?
Why do you have a gyno story?
My mom was a gyno nurse.
Oh, okay.
Do you
Thank you.
know what you remember?
That
I
makes
have not
wanna
heard
hear this
story.
one.
I have not heard this story.
I'm with,
So
I'm
my
with Bill
mom,
here.
my mom worked in a place that accepted Medicaid, so it was like Section 8 coming in, just like really nasty fucking people. And this lady comes in one time. She's like, it burns down there. And my mom's like, oh, well, you know, we're going to give you some penicillin, some antibiotics. We're going to clear it up. Yeah, but I want that stuff to come out. My mom's like, what do you mean? The stuff that's coming out is like pussy discharge. And they're like, we're gonna give you the antibiotics. It's gonna clear everything up. Yeah, I just don't want it to burn no more, but I want the stuff to come out. Well, ma'am, why do you want the stuff to come out? My boyfriend liked the taste.
oh my God.
You're a liar. Are you serious?
My mom told me that story
How
when I
can
was
you make that one
16.
up?
I don't know.
And so I never fucking caught anything because my mom told me that story when I was like 16 years old. She was a gyno nurse.
I have more PTSD
I'm not-
from that story than
I'm
more.
not impressed by a lot, but that was impressive. That's a.
That's a
Can't
hard
get
one.
that out of my mind.
I want to
same.
meet that man, and then I want to send him to selection. That's what I
That
want.
dude can do war.
That's
Oh
right,
my-
exactly.
no
You know,
shit,
You got
that
good guys,
dude-
you got
yeah.
good guys, you got bad guys, but when it
Him.
when he comes to
dude's just like walking through. They're like, "What's wrong with him? He eats anything.
You cannot torture that fucker.
He tastes
He
good."
likes
just
it.
drop him behind enemy lines and let him go to town.
He ate 1,200 enemies. It tastes good. He just walks around saying that.
Oh my god,
Where do you go from that story?
I don't know.
I mean,
to
that's
hell.
real. This is the fucking worst story I've ever heard.
I thought I've told you that before.
Maybe I don't remember it.
But he
That's
blocked
the
it out.
memory
How the fuck
now.
can you not
He's like,
remember
I don't
that?
remember
that?
Because I probably was
you're-
like, go
you're-
home
yeah, you're
and drink
fucked
a lot and forget that story.
You did the
existed.
PTS thing.
Yeah, I was like,
no,
I gotta
blocking that one out.
Block it out. I'm gonna block it out. Tim?
Until something triggers a memory, and I want to know what would trigger that memory. Like
God, help me.
Hopefully I
smell,
never
a
know.
visual.
I told you I was hungry when I
just
got
want
here.
that
Well,
stuff to come
that's-
out.
That's
It's gone.
out the window. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, that is the one thing I don't want triggered is that exact fucking moment.
In that same vein, I was really hungry, and there's a jar of pickles over there, and I was they're really salty though.
We have pickles here?
Yep,
They're in Moonshine.
What?
that would make sense.
Did you eat some of them?
I had a pickle.
Okay.
Tim, I'm sorry.
You did not.
I did.
Tim's like, I don't drink.
Yeah.
Well, you
yeah.
did. You're fucking kidding me.
All right, here we go.
There we go.
Fuckers.
Oh shit.
There's a reason why we don't drink. You're gonna get pregnant. We're
That's
gonna
why.
fight. You're gonna.
I was so
my
confused. I was like, wait, what? We have pickles? I didn't know we had pickles here.
That makes a lot more sense on the taste.
Oh, the taste.
He was like, man, it's super salty. I just didn't get it.
I kind of like where this is going.
I thought it said moonshine on it. Did you not read
So
it?
my
Or did you
AA sponsor, I just want you to know that
Like
this,
honestly, you couldn't like smell it or taste it.
this was not like an intentional, conscious decision. I was
It's real vinegary. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Where's these pickles at?
Well, if you have to blame someone, just blame me. I made you do it.
Do they say moonshine?
Or
on it?
our attorney has pickles.
They say moonshine. Tim,
Old Smoky.
Oh, they do.
Tim,
How
how
get
could you?
flavor?
He's going back for more. No,
just
don't do
smells
it.
like pickles.
Don't do
Yeah.
it.
That does smell like
It just
pickle
smells
juice.
like pickles because I gave it a good little sniff.
Oh, that's definitely false
There's
advertising.
a lot of alcohol in that.
Yeah.
Now, if I would have read the fucking 40 proof. No, not too much. 20%.
Yeah,
So you got like a shot in you.
How long has it been since you had a drink?
metabolizes.
Intentionally. Intentionally.
Intentionally. It's been a while.
Oh no, we just ruined Tim's
Ruined.
life.
You're going straight to hell,
Yeah.
both of you.
I'm gonna find
Tim
a
Rex's car into the house.
You're
next
fucking
door.
going
We're
to
like,
find
what
a strip club. I'm
No,
gonna start
dude,
doing lines
they're picking him up in a helicopter. He doesn't have to. Don't worry about him drinking and driving.
Here we go.
Oh, I love it.
He flies away. We're like, he doesn't even have a helicopter. That's what's weird about this whole thing.
So the camera footage is going to start when this podcast ends when he leaves.
Holy
buddy.
We're just going to watch.
Discharge. And this all started with discharge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like pussy, nasty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like not out of the army either. like out of your crevice.
It's
Oh, don't call it a crevice.
Yeah, dude.
I had
a rock pocket. Like, are we going there?
saying,
rock pocket.
I had to.
Give me one of them rock pockets, girl.
Dude, you got that rock pocket going on.
You guys signed up for this podcast. I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Tim,
What happened to me?
I don't.
I moved to Bernie, and all my testosterone flew out of my body. I can't keep.
You've fallen from grace. You're here with us. I'm so sorry, my friend.
I'm actually not. I'm ecstatic as to where I am. I mean, I'm here in Bernie, and I'm sitting next to Tim Kennedy, one of my idols, and it's awesome.
Dude, both of you are like some of the most.
How can a young boy be an idol? Right?
Humble humans
I
I've
appreciate
ever
what he
met.
stands for, right? And my boy too loves him to death, and so I don't have to question anything.
No,
So-
but both of you, like, I and Cody will speak on this too. It's you guys are some of the most humble, down to earth people I have ever met that just are positive all the time, super motivating, which I love the most. Always working hard, and it's just awesome to be around you guys. Like, you guys feed me energy to be more successful. Like, my driving factor is surrounding myself with individuals like you, so I can push myself to that next level. Because I'm like, fuck, these dudes are doing. I have no excuse for why I can't do something great in my life. And I appreciate and thank you guys for that motivation.
That was-
truly.
That's very humbling. I mean,
Thanks for being friends with us idiots.
Yeah, we're fucking up, you guys. You're fucking
shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
We were 20 minutes late to you two. You guys showed up before we did. That is a good point. Humans.
You know,
But that's on me. Not, and I'll blame my autistic child.
And had you walked
To
in
be
with
honest, it was his autistic child's fault.
Ryden moves very slowly. Ryden was not having a good day. He was like, stop it. I want to go home. I'm like, okay, bro.
It's like he pouring water in John's drink. We're like, why are you doing that?
My son
right?
doesn't know how to. I don't know what my son, when he doesn't like something, he does Ryden stuff, is what we call it. So he's looking at John, Cody's son. He's like, and Ryden's not a people person. I'm going to be very honest. Ryden's very much like me, not a people person. So he looks at John, he takes his water and pours his water into John's Coca-Cola. And
Seriously,
I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
John didn't know what to do.
I was like, I'm gonna drink that.
Short circuiting.
I was like, why'd you do that? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, but why? I don't know. Are you happy? I'm good. I'm like, oh,
I'm good,
bro.
Moving on. That's all that matters.
Seemed like the thing
good.
to do at the time, dude.
I'm not gonna hit on that. That's fine.
But you guys
Live in the moment.
truly motivating. And I fucking love having you guys, like, from dinner to hanging out, just shooting at the range. It's like, oh man.
There was not enough time. We need to find more time to hang out. That was
Why don't you come back just like you and some boys? Just
would love that.
We'll do a bro moment down at he just expanded it too. So what we saw at range day, he's already working on the berm to get it bigger because we're gonna have like 20 vendors out there next time.
Can we please not invite the idiots that showed up? Because there were a small
That
group
was
of
an
idiots.
oversight on my part, and I
get it.
apologize for
And
that.
No, but
I swear, I thought it was gonna be like
Bro time.
you guys and like 10 other people.
I think everyone did.
And
did you see the guest list?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you should have sent it to him. Maybe you wouldn't have flown in.
And so I was like, oh yeah, we'll come down, like hang out, shoot, and we're coming in, and Shane's like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, I don't know what this is.
A riot.
It's gonna be fine. We're gonna go shoot. And Shane just, did you see Shane? He like walked over and just hung out with Chuck and Hooner the whole time. He just sat there, just glaring at me. He's like,
Did you actually shoot?
I did shoot one pistol. Yeah, Ray Cash Care's pistol.
Who wants better sex and to start having better sex right now? That's the best way to get started. Are you Canadian? I am for this ad read. That's right. The best way to get started is go to adamandeve.com right now. Adam and Eve is offering 50% off from any item, plus free shipping, which includes rush processing, like these. Also, it doesn't matter how much you spend or what you buy. Everything will be packaged discreetly, and you'll get that order fast. Don't wait. Better sex is just a click away. Go to adamandeve.com and use code UNSUB to save 50% off and get rush processing.
I didn't shoot.
I didn't shoot.
I set
I
up
didn't
the
get near
event.
that.
And fucking, I didn't get to shoot.
Everyone is just like,
They burnt some ammo down though.
Yeah. Thank God we got an ammo sponsor, so
Yeah.
we didn't have to pay for any of that. They were really cool about it.
That was a lot of ammo.
It was a fucking lot.
Whoever that is, thank you.
I came just to get some 4570 and leave.
Did you get some?
Oh, I got.
No, I'm kidding.
Goldberg is
I'd
walking
be fine
around.
with that.
4570.
Yeah.
I'm
Mad
loading
Pig
magazines.
Lever
Could you
action?
load my mag for me? Goldberg's just loading mags and going
What-
home
do you have
with
a
a whole
suppressor
bunch
on
of
it?
4570.
Do you have a suppressor on
One
it?
of them, yeah.
What you have to tell me the what can you have on there? I just built Mad Pig customed a
Yeah, they did 2 of mine. That's what it is.
dude. They're so fun.
I love those guys. And that guy's a vet, right?
Yep.
And he's got a
No, he's still in.
still in.
He's still in.
Throw a shout out to him, man. What a fucking
it, Mad Pig?
good deal,
Yeah,
man.
Mad Pig Customs just does, and I have no relationship with him.
No, nor do
whatsoever.
I. I just appreciate
Yeah.
what he does.
And he built the most beautiful lever action 4570 for me, and it's a ton of fun.
He's still in active duty.
Yeah, he's still
Yeah. So he did a Henry for me, and then it's so fucking
And
awesome. I had
he
him do a Marlin.
wouldn't take money from me. He's like, "You're still in, and can we just like, can I just do this for you?" And I was like, "Dude, yes, thank you." It's just another example of an amazing human just doing amazing things, and his work
Most
is
definitely.
he's killing it as an entrepreneur too. He's coming out with a bunch of his own products and bolt-on Picatinny stuff. So he's
It's crazy being active duty. Our editor's active duty. GVAN, what the fuck's wrong with you? But it is that next level. I couldn't imagine during back in the day, active duty and be like, well, I got to clock out and go to work.
It's amazing that he's doing it, and he's killing it.
yeah.
That's
Fucking
fucking
killing it.
mind blowing to me. Like mind blowing to have that perseverance during the military.
He was one of the most sought after dudes at SHOT Show last year.
No shit.
Yep. A couple of states, any form of infringement is an infringement, but a few states really pushed the infringement last year. And lever action is the kind of easy solution. The right solution is getting the people out of office that would try to pass those things
100%.
and then abolish the organization that tries to enforce those things. But the current easy answer is like, oh, we'll just make a weapon that is fun to shoot and is the closest thing to what you used to shoot, but is still legal. And lever action is that. I love it. So like the tactical lever action thing.
And that's why I love revolvers right now.
I want to love them because they're fun. I don't want to
not
love them
because it's
because
the only option.
Yeah, I'm being
No, they're
forced to.
option they're
mechanical.
pointing
I
at.
love them because they're mechanical. Like as you're saying, it's like the
Magnum
45
Research built a 5-cylinder 4570.
I just got
Did you really?
that pistol.
Yeah,
I
so
saw yours.
Mine matched.
I got
So
it
my
exactly
40
like it.
Shut up.
I'm
So my
just saying.
4570
Well,
lever
not
action
just like it.
by
I'm
Mad
not
Pig.
sucking his thing.
And then Magnum Research.
Mine's black.
I was like, here's the gun
That's
that
even worse. Fuck, what did
I'm
I
not
just
sucking
say?
his thing. Mine's black.
Mine's black and big and strong.
Finish.
Well, I'm just
I
geeking
love
out
it.
about it. It's so fun. But you shoot that like you can do fine. 'cause
So
look at you.
BFR
canceled.
built it for
Yeah,
you.
and you have to. I mean, you need all of your hands to
Yeah.
hold that fucking gun because that thing. It's
can't
250 grams.
How does it
grains of-
recoil?
it is a crack. It's just like
Because that's one of those weapons. I was like, nah, that's gonna hurt the
No, do
old
it.
fit.
Just do it.
Have you seen the Derringer 4570?
no.
Jeez, really?
Yeah, it was like, and I did not believe it existed until there's a video of it. And the dude, like, he shoots one round, and like, his hand obviously hurts really bad after one. He just loads it, closes it. It is this big. I'm like, oh, there's no break on that. Oh God, what the fuck? Fires one round. It's like, bah! And he's like,
I just want to pull a 4570 off that Mad Pigs after I shoot it and put it in a pistol and fucking shoot it. I cannot fucking wait for that.
So I want the bandolier.
Yes,
and I want the
100%.
pistol hanging right here. I do the lever action thing and like drop it in there.
That's exact.
That's. We're so.
Fuck yeah!
you guys just became the best.
Yeah,
telling you,
we're in.
man.
Look, we're doing this right now. We're gonna fucking do
We
it.
have like all the toys in the world, but a little nostalgia and a little like pushing the limits of. There's also when you're shooting a 250 grain bullet out of a pistol.
fucking massive ass fucking.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is so awesome. But there's also like discipline of this is gonna hurt,
Well,
but
yeah.
I'm still gonna press this trigger like a proper trigger press.
The worst I ever shot was a 460 snub nose. It almost broke my wrist. I've shot just about every other handgun. I haven't shot the 4570 yet, the BFR, but that snub nose was like fucking horrible.
There's a 4570 revolver.
We have one.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, completely unsolicited. We have the same lever action and the same pistol.
Seven. What's your barrel?
I went with the short one.
Yeah, mine's a little longer.
It's 5 or 7 inches.
Okay, well, yeah, 7 inches.
They won't go shorter than
Fucking
7
5
inches
would
in
kill,
black.
man. Jesus Christ. I can't wait to shoot that gun. I cannot wait.
Can we come over and shoot it?
100%. I just want to see.
sounds
I want to see
terrible.
the percentage of the population that could actually hold that fucking gun and shoot it and hit something with.
It's like Kentucky Ballistics. That's a lot of his videos. He does that.
Yeah.
Oh my! Well, speaking
Let's
of
bring
Kentucky,
let's bring Scott out and get him to shoot it with Bill.
did you guys watch
go.
not Kentucky's accident, but we just had our other buddies, Ballistic High-Speeds on last week. Well, they were on during range day, but they
Is Kentucky fine on the scale of?
he's good.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
Kentucky's
Dude, he
such-
was benching like over 300 within a
He hit, like,
month of getting his
405.
neck blown out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back to 4 plates. That was his goal. He's like, I just want to do 4 plates and I can drink.
But it was like a month later. He was already hit.
Who's the dude who got blown
plates.
up by the RPG?
So that is Adam. We had him air last week, and he was on during that. He is okay. Did you see that
No,
accident?
I did not.
Oh, it's horrific.
Dude, that is.
Thank God he's okay. And that was
Did
so.
you see the uncensored though?
I only saw the slow mo.
But not the uncensored wide.
No.
Bro, he does. Okay, so RPG here, they're testing it. They have a Phantom. They have multiple cameras on him. He goes, the fucking, not the HE, but the actual,
booster.
The booster, the propellant, kicks off. And so it's supposed to be like a recoilless rifle, right? So kind of dissimilar to a bullet, when you pull the trigger, it launches it, and then the booster sends it. The booster goes off inside of the tube next to his face.
Oh, my God.
And
this is like not a small explosion. This is a fucking.
yeah, an RPG booster goes off next to his face.
For reference, an RPG booster will punch a giant fucking rocket through 55 oil gun. Like it's nothing. Like it's butter. It's like boop.
But he was wearing a plate carrier at the time, and it blew the plate
Thank
carrier
God.
off of him.
No, it blew it off.
Yeah,
the
it blew
plate
it
flew
off.
out. The helmet flew off.
It was
His
fucking wild.
iPro flew off.
Well, if he didn't have iPro, he'd be blind and probably dead. And if he didn't have those plates on, he'd be dead.
Yeah.
Did you see? So the plate. Did you see it fly out of the carrier?
Yeah.
It fucking. So in the wide is the most terrifying footage because pulls trigger, boom. 0.1 seconds in the slow mo, he's out. You see him go like this. On the wide though, he does the body seizure, the tightening.
Yeah.
You know, the muscle tighten. So he goes like his
Before
body
he goes
limp.
down or when he goes down?
He hits the ground, his body limps, and he goes
Shit.
like that. And I was like, oh fuck! Like it's a genuine reaction when you know that body mechanic when you hurt like somebody's hurt or dying.
Yeah.
That's the mechanic. What's fucking more crazy is homeboy was the medic on site. They ran up and he was like, burn stuff on arm, tourniquet, go. And
No
then passed out.
shit.
He's the one that did his own self-aid before passing back out.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like
Note to
Adam's
self.
a fucking G.
What a stud.
Oh, shit.
It is the most horrific footage to watch. It's so crazy to watch because, and he's fine. He's alive. Like we were joking, we were laughing about it. His business partner did not like that footage. We were making light of it. His business partner was like,
Nor would his parents.
what the fuck? That was terrifying. But Adam's wife was there on set. Like everyone was there. And they were like, it was nice because Bryce media was like, hey, call ambulance, administer first aid. They ran up to him, they got the kit, and then Adam woke up from being blown up and was like, I need this, and passed back out. They got him in the helicopter, they were flying him out, and the one sentence he did say, he doesn't remember this. They were mid-helicopter flight to the hospital. He was like, he woke up, he's like, oh, this isn't good. And passed right back out.
God. You know, I know we get dunked on a lot. The people making videos around the firearms community. It's impressive when you put the scale of, and this is kind of a nod to, you know, the probably 2,000-3,000 influencers that make videos, how diligent and intentional they are about safety. Because that it clearly is an accident. And when you think about the millions, tens of millions of rounds that are shot in a year, the videos of, you know, shooting cannonballs through people's heads, like these are inherently dangerous things that you're doing. You're taking projectiles that are traveling 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 feet per second that, you know, are anyway from 115 or 55 grains to 2,000 grains. And it takes something extraordinary like that. So it's a big, I think it's a testament and a compliment to all those people that are doing the right thing. You know, like Demolition Ranch, you know, like how great they are about doing the right thing.
We had, you know,
The responsible ones.
we had, 1,000 people at range day. No one got hurt. Not one injury. And there was a lot of assault rifles out there, you know.
And the only people that got hurt on YouTube have ballistic in their name. So that's the lesson by itself. Just keep ballistic out your name. And you're okay.
And they're from Kentucky.
It's weird how Kentucky ballistics and ballistic high speed are the big injuries in both of those. And you're like, I'm going to take that out.
Telling.
Common thread.
Yeah.
Note to self. Do not incorporate the word ballistic in anything.
There we go.
It's fucking terrifying. Okay, Tim, I want just one quick. What's your favorite military story that you have on hand where you're like, hey, this was one of my craziest moments, whether it's fucking fun. Ooh. Bill, do you like military stories?
Oh, hell yeah. You kidding me? I lived with 2 lambs for 4 months.
Okay. Man, these are my favorite. Like, one that stick out either is like, holy fuck, I almost died, or holy fuck, this was just fucked up and hilarious at the same time. Because I have I've told some of my dumb ones where I'm like, oh, today
Could you
I
two?
died.
I'll make one of them really short.
Do it.
So the first one, John McPhee, an amazing boss. He's one of the guys that if you're going to war, he's like break in case of glass type guy. Delta Force, talented in the killing business. And he's my boss. We're in Iraq. We're trying to kill Zarqawi. And we had a helicopter assault force mission that night. And 160th had gotten shot up on a mission prior, and we lost one of our helicopters.
160th that's the Night Stalker.
That's right. Yeah, 160th
Okay.
SOAR. So like the best aviation dudes on the planet. And so we have to adjust the load plan about who's going to be getting on this helicopter. And I'm the youngest guy there. And John says, hey, Tim, you're going to be pushed to QRF. And I was like, John, you know, I'm the fastest, I'm the strongest, I'm the best shooter. You know, what you should do is kick Carlos or Ben off because they're old, and you should have me here. And so John's like, you should shut your face and you should go inside and start prepping the equipment for a QRF. So
Quick
they go
reaction force, just for anyone.
So they
out
go
there that
and
doesn't know.
they go and they do their mission, you know, and I'm sitting there like a petulant child. I'm sitting, I do my headspace and time on 240. I make sure all the fills are right on the radio, but I'm doing it like a disgruntled, prepubescent child. And he comes back. I'll fill this radio. I'll fix this headspace and time when you still have to do it on M2.
You wipe your nose on a car?
Enjoy driving on this booger. You know,
Farting on that. I'll give a pink eye when they look through these binos.
they go get in some gunfights and they come back. You know, I should have been like helping them unload gear. And I was like, hope you had a great mission, douche. You know, like just a total idiot. And he's like, go get your gloves, go down to the tent. And I was like, all right. Yeah, I'm going to straighten you guys, the whole entire team. I'm going to straighten all of you guys out. And, you know,
You're Tim Kennedy.
I'm all right at the fighting thing. And so they come down there. I thought I was going to fight John, but the whole entire team was there. And this was the lesson for Tim to learn that the team beat the shit out of me. And I deserved every punch. And there's not a single one of those punches that I think they should have been soft on, and they weren't. They hit me hard. And like all I see is my sweat, and I fought, and my blood on the dirt floor of this, you know, GP medium tent. And John leans down and he goes, Tim, I don't want to talk about this again. And he walks out. No other words. It was, go get your gloves. They beat the shit out of me. I don't want to talk about this again. And that's a cornerstone memory of how dumb young soldiers are.
Man, you want a piece of this humble pie? Yeah. Here you go. We got extras.
How about some more there, son?
I love humble pie.
Yeah, that was a big serving of humble pie.
God damn. But that's so military Green Beret. It's just beat the shit
Just
out.
beat the shit out of me.
You're an army of one?
I'm going to call John down. Can we all just beat the shit out of him real quick? He was smarting off today. I really think we should just
He's
go to
14,
town.
Cody.
It's fine. Look, it's fine.
He's like,
He's going to learn a lesson early in life, Eli.
he has Bill
Call
and Tim.
Gage.
Right. Bill and Tim beating the shit out of John at 14. He goes to school tomorrow. He's like, what happened? Oh, no,
Did you learn your lesson?
Learning a lesson.
He learned it good. Yeah, he learned it real good.
Who'd you fight?
Meantime.
Tim Kennedy and Bill Goldberg.
Well, see, CPS wouldn't even believe his ass.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
They're like,
Who would
okay,
believe that
sure,
story?
kid. You actually did fall down some stairs, didn't you?
No, I swear, Tim Kennedy and Bill Goldberg beat the fuck out of me.
You mean he walked into a door? The door is
Repeatedly.
Bill Goldberg's
All I
hand.
got to say is I forgot my story, and why the fuck didn't you let me go first? How can you follow that? I mean, come on.
That's an embarrassing. You can literally tell any story, and it's going to be better than that story because that's an embarrassing story. And I mostly just have embarrassing stories of me doing something stupid and dumb, and then getting, punished by my bosses that were just trying to save my life, or my teammates that were covering for me. I love you guys.
That is as military as it gets. You have to have
I
one.
worked at McDonald's for 3 days, got fired, peed on the grill, made burgers, and watched people eat them. Other than that, I don't have any funny stories.
Is that real?
Jamie, pull that up.
We have 1980s
Statute of limitations,
footage.
right? It's only 50 years
What
ago.
is the statute of limitations for like
10 years at most.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
10 years at
What's
most?
the
I'm
statute of
way,
limitations
I'm way good times 3.
for internet hate?
Oh, you can get weird though. Like if he was aroused while he was doing it.
That never happened. I just fabricated.
But only if he has prior,
Yeah. This would be a fun.
Wait, he was
rodeo.
he did a hard pee?
Dude, Goldberg had a hard pee.
I had to fabricate a really funny story.
No, he had a hard pee. I like hard pee. I had my erection. I pissed on the grill. People ate it.
They
and I
fired me
watched.
for eating all their food. I mean, after 5 minutes, truthfully, I mean, they do care about the consumer. They throw their food away if it's sitting for more than 5 minutes. There was a timer on everything. Well, at least there used to be. And I threw all the food in a bag, and I figured, what the fuck, man? I'm not going to throw it away. It's going to.
You're a grown boy.
Yeah, I don't want to waste that.
Eat,
I'm a
man.
grown man.
They got pissed off.
Grown boys need food.
It is what it is.
You were probably the
McDonald's story compared to your fucking shit? That's brutal.
biggest. Dude, but now watch this. Tim, crazy war story, though. What's your one where you're like,
Oh, well, on that one, I'll just go to the bathroom because I can't top that.
you don't even have to
I don't have like.
Shame Bill. Shame Bill.
Exactly.
strip him. Yell, throw cabbage at him. He's like,
Doing
what's
it on
going
my
on?
own.
I thought this was Christmas. You have to have one where it's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
crazy funny one. Because I've like fell in shit and piss. I have so many dumb stories of over in Iraq of mishaps.
Shugu. Do you know what shugu is?
Yeah. So you it's glue basically.
It's
Put
glue
your
that you
shit back
can,
together.
you can glue shoes back together. We were assaulting a Target, and
You put it in your butt.
nope.
Damn it.
They cover their shit boxes with plywood, and somebody had fallen in there and lost their shoe in this box of shit, and I also had damaged my footwear that evening, and I borrowed some shoe goo from a boss. I fixed my shoe and I put that shoe goo back where it went. That night, where my friend fell in the box of shit, we walk in and it was a bomb maker ID's house, and there were these very unique looking Iraqis that had red hair and freckles. And
Special area?
You were at Wendy's?
no, this is real Iraqis.
No, trust me. So in Iraq, in Baku, the four corners of Baghdad, there was a blonde hair, blue eye family.
Yikes.
Just in the fucking, and they were Iraqis.
Yeah.
It's just a weird fucking, I was like, they couldn't speak English or anything like that. I was like,
What are you doing here?
yeah, weird. Got along. They were fucking locals, but yeah, so go on.
So we've hit this house. I end up doing the battlefield interrogation, the rough interrogation of these guys. And one guy smells like shit, and he's missing shoes, and my boots are like tore open. So we go back that night. I fix my boot with his shoe goo, and a couple of days later, we hit another target, and we find these same guys on these target. But the weird part is, I'm wearing shoe goo around my neck like a dog at this point, because the guy I borrowed the shoe goo from thought that I didn't put it back and I had stolen it. And once they found it as punishment to me, I'm wearing the shugu around my neck.
I love your own missions. This is so military. You're
No, I have a
Well, they start military.
Yeah. I have a 550 cord with shugu hanging from my neck, and as I walk into this house again, these red-haired, freckled faces dudes like stand up, and they see me and they recognize me, and there's immediate fear because like I was not nice to them the last interrogation, but now I have shugu hanging around my neck. They didn't understand that I'm wearing it because I'm being punished, and they thought that I was about to use the shugu on them in some way.
They're like this fucking mongoloid American with his shoe.
I just like walk in with this shugu around my neck, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And I'm smiling because I'm like, "You guys are about to fucking die,"
And they don't understand
They
a
have
word.
no
you're
idea.
saying, other than they see this.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So I was embarrassed, but they were in fear for their lives, and both of them for good reason. I'm really glad that they didn't understand that I was just being there, that was around my neck to be punished. I used it, of course, as like fear tactic. Use this. I will use this on you.
So Bill's like, what the
I don't even know where to go. I'm bouncing around in my stories in my head, and I'm like, no, that one doesn't work. No, that's not good enough. No, I got nothing.
It's so weird coming, like, because when you hear the stories, this dude, you're going on a mission that you could die from, and the military is still like, you're punished. You're being punished.
Wear
Here's
the
some
shoe
glue, fucking, and a clock. And they will do that.
All-
Go on, bro. And you're like, why?
They're the smartest dumb people on the planet.
Oh, it's fucking
They're
amazing.
so the most amazing humans that can do the most extraordinary acts, courage, bravery, speak, like the songs are made about them.
The recruiting videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shoe
With the
glue
sword
is-
and the dragon, that whole thing.
Yeah,
something
we,
like
we
that.
missed the shugu, the covered in shit, like the losing your shoe and doing the rest of the mission without your shoe because it's in a shithole. Like those are omitted from those videos.
Have you watched any of Fat Electrician's videos?
No.
He's one of our other co-hosts that we have on here. He has the funniest fucking historical military videos I've ever seen. He's gonna surpass us all in subscribers. Like he's what is he 1 point?
He's
like
already
1.4
passed me.
right now. But his military stories are
Nick is-
so fucking funny, man.
What's
Nick,
what's his handle?
Fat Electrician.
Fat Electrician. That was a great
He has
handle.
some of the best stories because we talk like Jake
Getting a follow.
McNasty is one. Have you heard the story of Jake McNasty?
No, but I'm going to go to the bathroom while you tell it.
Get it. I'll wait for you, and then we'll wrap it up.
Pardon me.
Wait, I have to.
Oh, if you have a like Nick, Fat Electrician is comedy gold.
Yeah, and he tells like stories about old World War II fighters and just legends. Yeah, right there.
Oh yeah, I know him.
It's his content is so good.
But
Good.
getting a follow.
Dude, he's one of the best humans. Nick, we love you.
Love you, Nick. We miss you, buddy.
You beautiful son.
That's my brother's name. Love that name, dude. How amazing is he?
Dude, Bill is one of the greatest.
I just don't want him ever mad at me.
No. The most fear I've ever had in my life is
I feel like he could do the mountain
Yeah.
thing where it's just like skull, just like, yeah.
he snuck up behind me at HEB. I was checking out, and I feel like a shadow goes like this. I was like, that's weird. And I back up, and I hit a wall. There's a brick wall. I'm like, huh. And I turn around, and Bill's like, ew. I was like, Jesus fuck. I thought,
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know what was going to happen right there. It was a huge human. I couldn't move. was just going to have his way with me. And I have to bow down to
Bill, how old are you?
Let's see, what's today? I'll be 58 in 3 days.
I was telling how at HEB you were like, I just felt a shadow cast over me like this, like a cloud. And then I
Wait,
turned
were you
around.
born
I
on
was like,
Christmas? Were you born on Christmas?
Were you born on Christmas?
22nd? No, I was born 2 days, 27th.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's
You're
your
going to hit
bir-
the headline.
Well, it's a birthday episode too.
This is amazing.
We're bringing vets cheer.
Stank
and
me.
Bill.
So what's the secret? I want to be physically imposing, so my daughter's husbands will be in fear for their life for forever, and my son will always know that there's nothing he could ever do to beat me in anything until I die. And I'm talking like 80. Like he goes, plays NCAA, fine. I'll still fucking smoke his balls.
I'm telling you, man, I'm trying. I got a 17-year-old right now that just benched, I don't know, 225 for like 18 times the other day. the fucking kid's a monster. But
He's 17.
Can you do that?
He has God's testosterone right now.
He has Bill's
well, he's got mine.
And Bill's testosterone. Yeah.
I shall give you something.
Don't hold your nipples. That's weird.
No, it's like
Bill's like milking. No, he's like, this is my
It's from his soul.
testosterone.
I was reaching for my soul, not my nipple.
Where's my soul?
My
This
soul
is
is
not
here.
nipples. When
This
I
is
do
soul.
this is not my soul.
Where is your soul? Where does your soul reside then?
One
No.
hand right in
Here.
the middle.
No, it's here.
See,
He's got a big soul
I get. I have a
or small hand.
I have double D souls.
You do have big hands too. Yeah, we got meat hooks.
They're mitts. Yeah.
Look, those are intimidating.
I used to be intimidating. Now I'm just an old, shadow of myself. But,
I assure you.
Yeah, nobody gets that.
My son.
Now circle back to like what's we get.
You look like like Santa Claus with PTSD right now in that camera. Like it's gonna cut to you. That is a Santa Claus that is just gonna. That is the most. Ho ho ho! Rips it.
No. He's got the sleigh, dude, in his garage.
to slay in my garage. Yeah, man. I was 325. I was like 290 when I played Santa Claus, so I was fairly intimidating. But
You walked
Those are the
around
290.
290.
yeah,
Where's the heaviest you've ever been?
325.
God, that's gigantic.
But
And that
but
is
you
an
guys got to
athletic.
understand. But you got to understand. When I played football, the guy in front of me was 340. I played nose guard, right? And I was always a 265, 270 walk around guy. So I took it upon myself to train as hard as humanly fucking possible, and I'd eat 15 to 1,000 calories a day. I'd get up in the middle of the night and eat twice. I'd eat 24 eggs a day, easy at least. But I just eat all fucking day. But I trained twice. That's all. I was a robot. That's all I did for 20 years.
Yeah.
It was it. I mean, all I wanted to do was walk around with the biggest fucking traps. And I had a bad neck to begin with, so I had to reinforce it. And
Big traps will help.
I'm of the opinion that you're only as good as, your next day, not the fucking day before. So, I mean, as long as I can breathe, I'm going to walk my ass up to that weight room and I'm going to fucking train because I'm addicted
I'm in.
to it. Well, I mean,
I'm in.
I'm just
I love
addicted
it.
to it, and I feel like shit if I don't do it.
So is that addiction or is this?
To strive to be
choices?
better than than I can. I just try to be better every day, no matter what. I mean, and my son is like, it sucks growing up in our footsteps.
Yeah.
It just does. I mean, it puts added pressure, and it's just they got enough problems. My son distanced himself from it in the beginning, through this recruiting process and everything. He's doing everything on his own. He's picking up the phone, calling coaches, and the kid's a fucking man, But it's a different deal, and his drive is different. Because he wants his own identity, and he's made his own identity. But my deal is that I still got to be there to kick his ass to keep him in line.
Yeah.
And I can't surely not go to the gym every single fucking night when he goes to the gym because I could still walk. Yeah. I got a funny story, and it reverts back a little bit to military. So I used to co-own a Muay Thai gym with an ex-gunny of Pendleton, right on 76, right at the front gate of Pendleton when I lived in Fallbrook. And
Beautiful area of the country.
oh man, it was absolutely
Except for the
gorgeous.
Marines.
Except for the people. The Marines were great, but
The Marines
well,
are
here
people.
we go. I knew I was gonna. I fed right up.
Goldberg
Here you go,
hates
fucking
Marines.
bomb this balloon. No, I like all you guys. But I co-owned the Muay Thai place. It was a love of mine, absolute love of mine. Extreme Power Muay Thai. It's still there, and 75% of the guys were military, and I trained every day. And one day I left and I went back to the house, and we have a big farm ranch in San Diego. And to make an extremely long story short, I'm riding on my four-wheeler, and I've got a gas can in between my four-wheeler and the handlebars, and something fucking, I lean wrong, and the throttle sticks, and my wife's jumps horses, right? And so shows horses. And so there's a big arena down below. It's like a 20 or 15-foot drop from the elevation I was at the barn. And the throttle stuck, and I was aimed straight for the arena. And there was a tree on my level that I figured out in a split second that I was just going to fucking bail it and I was going to hit the tree. And as I hit the tree, I was going to simultaneously jump. And I'm 290 at the time. I'm simultaneously jump off the fucking four-wheeler. So
Bad plan.
It was a horrible plan.
Yeah, bad plan.
But leading into the plan was a circumstance where I had just gotten over having 4 broken toes on my right foot from Muay Thai. And it was literally, I just got over it. But I'm wearing tennis shoes. So I got this plan all figured out. Well, the plan goes awry, and I fucking hit the tree first, and then it launched me, and I did. The visual's beautiful, and I did a 1.5. And so I used to be on the diving team as a kid. It's a very small fact that people don't know, but I did a 1.5, and then I landed flat, right, facing where I came from. Yeah. And my fucking toes just like darted into the ground. So I broke every fucking toe on both feet. And my right fucking leg, I thought I broke my right leg. And I'm laying on the ground. And there's a helicopter. There's a helicopter flying above me. And I have this flashback thing or whatever that I'm in the military, right? Because I'm listening to you guys every fucking day down at the gym talk about coming from work. And I'm laying there going, and I'm trying to assess everything. I mean, am I good? You know, is everything here? And I just fell off a fucking deal, right? I mean, there's no big deal. But I assessed the situation. I was fine. My right leg was fucked up, swollen already. I had a hematoma on the thing. It was a different fucking color. And I tried to get up and I couldn't get up. And I'm like, you know what? These fucking all these military guys, they go through shit every fucking second. And you don't hear any of them fucking crying and bitching.
I know they cry and bitch.
I know. But I tried to motivate myself to get up. And
God, I love you so much more right now.
I'm just saying.
If they wouldn't give up, all of us would be like, I would have given up.
Right. Yeah, my toe hurts so bad right now.
Those soldiers would be stomping into this gym.
It's like, no offense, but if they can do it, I can motherfucking do anything. That's how I think about anything. If anybody could do something, I can motherfucking do it. I don't care. So I'm crawling to the fucking house, like literally crawling. And whatever. And I get to the house and I knock on the door and Wanda answers. My wife's a stunt woman and she's got, her fucking testicles are 10 times as big as mine. She's the toughest human being I've ever fucking met. And I get to the door and she looks at me and she goes, "Are you all right?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm fine." Within 30 seconds, she had a shot of tequila and a Vike in her hand. And I'm like, I really married the right woman.
Holy shit.
It was fabulous.
A lot of things are making sense about his son now, though, as like,
well, yes.
You got some superhuman genes going on here.
Yes.
He has like the baddest woman on the planet that is a stunt woman that then makes babies with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can do, squat like 135 and do squat on top of a fucking medicine, or not the medicine ball, but the exercise ball. I can't even fucking sit on it without falling off.
Bill, blink twice if you need help.
I know. But I'm willing.
You breathe with me, husband. Look, I'm sorry.
Okay. He weighs 325. Okay. Yeah, okay.
I remember one time it was after my fucking toes finally healed, so I was out doing yard work. And it was the first day I was able to go out and do yard work. Long story short again, here comes Wanda, and she's holding her hand. And I say, "You all right?" She goes, "Hospital." When my wife says fucking hospital,
Yeah, we're going.
She's fucked up.
Yeah.
So she moved her hand, and her shit looked like somebody ripped the skin off of her fingers. And I mean, I almost vomited right there, right? And so what had happened was the halter got... She was trying to there was a bungee cord hooked to the halter of her horse, and she couldn't get it off, and the horse flailed, right? And the metal on the bungee cord literally just ripped fucking her shit. It was vomitous.
Did you beat the horse up?
I was puking over there in the corner.
Bill grabbed the purse and his high heels and got her to the hospital.
He picked up the
Fuck
horse.
the purse. I just
picture Bill's like,
so
oh my God,
I get her to the hospital and she's in the ER and the doctor starts calling everybody in. Hey, you got to come look at this. And I'm over there just yakking in my mouth. And Wanda's like, excuse me, but can you please fix this? And I haven't had anything for pain yet. But yeah, she's...
Yeah, where was the shot and Vicodin from you?
we were in a hospital. It should have been from the doctor.
Should have been.
She runs up. She's like, "Babe, I need a hospital." It's like, first off,
I'm failed as a husband now.
now we get.
Oh man,
She got degloved.
It was nasty.
If you guys don't know what degloving is when the flesh is
It was
torn away
fucking
from
nasty, man.
literal said. That's why you're not supposed to wear metal rings for like certain pieces.
So now she calls her finger Frankenfinger. Ugh.
God, that is fucking. Okay, you find guys. First off, before we close this out, do you have any words of wisdom? You already been so goddamn moto this entire episode, which we truly appreciate. But for anyone out there on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day that are all alone or anything, like words of wisdom, words of advice for powering through anything.
No pressure.
That you're feeling?
Yeah. Man, the world is an amazing place. No matter how dark it is, tomorrow is always going to be a little bit lighter, and that you're not alone, that there are people that love you and appreciate you, and that a permanent solution to a temporary problem is not the answer. Like, you can call me, like, email me, Tim@sheepdogresponse.com. You can call, you can pick up a phone, and there's a veteran that is sitting there that wants to talk to you, that wants to hear about what's going on in your life. So, like, don't do something dumb. Come up to Austin, have coffee with me. We'll go hang out. It's all going to be fine. But don't do something dumb. Just celebrate that tomorrow is going to be a more beautiful day than today. And then just make it to tomorrow.
And if it helps, I'll have coffee with you and Tim.
Sick. I'm in. I want to be there for that.
100%.
I want to have coffee with Tim and Bill.
Yeah, the world is a fucked up place, but you always got to turn negatives into positives.
That's right.
And, think the best of people until they prove you wrong, and then treat everybody how you want to be treated. It's a simple saying, but there's a reason why it's a simple saying, right? And
Well, it's as you were saying earlier, buddy. It was like you said it best earlier when you were just like, it doesn't matter what you're going through. You were like, I have to be the strongest. I have to be the best. I'm always going to dedicate my time for that. And I think if people did that, had that mindset for different things in life, you will get so far. Because it's like, you might be having a bad day. You might want to quit. But that's not your determining factor. Your determining factor is like, I got to push myself harder because I want to be the best at something. Or, hey, this day sucks. How do I get over it? Through sheer will and determination.
perseverance, man.
Yeah. Persevere.
Yeah, not giving up and knowing that, if it can be done, then you can do it.
Goldberg's Garage.
Boom.
No, I'm saying, like, where do we find you guys at? Goldberg, you're trying to do
where
your
do we
thing
find
right
you?
now.
Close them out. Close them out,
Goldberg's,
Cody.
Hold on. Goldberg's Garage. That's where Bill's trying to get some subs right there. Please follow it.
Please give me some subscriptions, man. I'm begging. No, I mean, yeah, it's Goldberg's Garage. It's on Instagram and on YouTube. I'm just trying to follow in y'all's lead, man. Everybody, all you goobers who watch these guys, come over and watch some of my stuff. It's fun, man.
Do it, goobers.
It's all about 1,000 horsepower and ripping tires off of cars and making fun of people and making fun of yourself. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. I'm going to blow your tires off of that TRX. Still
If you want some of the
wait.
best, and I will swear by this,
I just followed
it is the best
Goldberg
humans
Garage.
to go follow, watch their content, deep dive on it, and then most importantly, take away what their message is and how motivational they are. Because these are the guys that motivate me. They should motivate the fuck out of you in life. And watch them, learn from them, fucking ingest that knowledge, and have fun, live life, be positive, and be merry.
Guys, thank you for joining the Unsubscribed
this
podcast
voice.
again. It's
a good voice.
like, subscribe, and comment.
Tim Kennedy, Bill Goldberg. Follow them everywhere.
Where do we find you,
Or
boys?
your
at?
ass is next.
Where do we find you?
Greatest country in the world and the greatest state in that country.
That is a terrible call out to your social media. Find me in America, America.com, YouTube America.
I'm right down the street. Google me.
Non self-promotion here. We're man, it was awesome coming down, hang out with you guys. Appreciate the invite. I cannot wait to attack people from the back of a trunk next to a Ford F-150 and then shoot cannonballs into somebody's head. It's like, these are going to happen. You are going to get text messages about this. And this is
Our next shooting area is the Palladium at the movie theater.
Can't wait to break
where
that
we'll have
down.
a raptor as a prank.
This is gonna be amazing.
Goldberg, where do we find you?
Goldberg's Garage, YouTube, and Goldberg95 on Instagram, and Goldberg's Garage on Instagram. And, you know, just fucking Google Goldberg and you'll fucking find me.
You'll find him.
Oh gosh. Everybody's like, okay.
I'm so sorry. Guys, we love you. You've been awesome. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and fucking crush life.
Ho, ho, ho.